Good afternoon and welcome to Lacoste Park in beautiful Tecumseh, Ontario, the site of Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball action. We are glad to have you along for the ride here on we-tv.ca. My name is Dominic Papa. I'll be bringing you the action today, filling in for the voice, Bill Kelso, and also joining us on the broadcast, the doctor of baseball, the legendary, none other than Mr. John Upham. Good afternoon to you, Uppy. Another great day for baseball.
Wonderful. Thanks for that flowery introduction, Dom. I don't know whether I'm deserving of it, but thank you.
Absolutely. You are the doctor of baseball. Nobody can argue that point, that's for sure. We got a good game on our hands here this afternoon. For sure, the hottest team in the league. You look at the Lake Erie Monarchs, John, they sit in first place. This team's been on fire since just before the half, and you know what? They pretty much have first place wrapped up. For St. Clair, though, they're trying to clinch that playoff spot, so they have to play with some urgency here today.
That's right. Got to play with intensity and desire. There's no doubt about it. You know, the old story is you got to want it, and that is truer than true.
Well, in today's case, it's very true. As mentioned, they're still trying to solidify a playoff spot. The first-year team in this league, the St. Clair Green Giants, who've had a great season, no doubt about it, and certainly maybe have caught some people off guard as we take a look at the starting batting lineup for the Lake Erie Monarchs and general manager Jim DeSana, of course the head coach there, John Parasito. Drew Devine will get the ball rolling for the Monarchs. 281 batting average. Justin Sparks, Nate Grice, Ryan Fournier, Michael Deeb, Chase Aldridge, Elliot Curtis, Adrian Reed, and David Cron. The batting lineup in that order for the Lake Erie Monarchs. Starting pitcher for the St. Clair College Saints, an all-star player at that, Mr. Hunter Brown. An outstanding campaign so far. This will be his 8th start.
He's been their best pitcher for the whole year. When they need it, they count on him. He's been able to come through on numerous occasions. Did well in the All-Star game, and he's from right across the river, Wayne State.
Yep, yeah, he's shown well this season, no doubt about it. His numbers look very solid, and as Uppy just mentioned, he did participate in the All-Star game. He pitched 1 inning, struck out 2 batters, got the side out, 3 outs, no problem, so good outing for himself there. This is the 10th game of the season between these two teams. St. Clair actually leads the season series 5 wins to 4. They won the first 3 games of this series, and that goes back, it seems like such a long time ago now.
I can hardly remember them.
that was back in early June, we'll say. But they're 2-4 since. And they've been shut out twice in those losses, in those 2 consecutive games. St. Clair is sitting 20-17 right now in the Northern Division. Lake Erie is first at 25-11. This also part of the last week of regular season play, as we alluded to, John. St. Clair still trying to solidify a playoff spot. They control their own destiny here, no doubt about it. They have their last 4 games. This is the first of a doubleheader today, so 2 7-inning games. But they control their own destiny here, John. They just have to go out, play good baseball, win a couple of games, and they're in.
Well, with their best pitcher starting in the first game, winning that first game would be really big because you have to take advantage of your best on the field, and right now they've got their best on the field, which is the way it ought to be.
Indeed, indeed it is. And as I mentioned, it's a very nice day. This is a makeup game. Of course, they've had a number of rainouts to deal with, but they've gotten through it all. The St. Clair Saints, this is actually their 3rd doubleheader within a week, John. So a lot of baseball for Dave Cooper and the gang. They had a doubleheader yesterday against the same team, the Lake Erie Monarchs, back in their home field in Flat Rock, Michigan. And they split there yesterday, so very important that they got the split because the night before that, they were swept in a doubleheader by Grand River, the team that's chasing them for that second playoff spot. So it really tightened everything up and, again, put a little more pressure on the Green Giants to find victories. And now they got their last 4 games here at home, starting with 2 today. And as mentioned, John, they control their own fate here. No excuses. Got to go out and play hard, like you said, and win ball games.
That's the reason why you have these big rosters. When you run into these double headers, you have to have players that can fill in, pitchers who can go a couple of innings, keep you in the game and maybe pick up a win for you.
As you can see, a little bit of field repair going on. First base not set in properly. So we'll get that set up, and right after they get that fixed to the way they need it to be and like it, we'll get some Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball action going here for you. Looks like the base is just not sitting properly.
It's not sit level. Yeah. It can't be the least bit wobbly.
Right.
Tendency then is for guys to get hurt. We don't need that.
As mentioned, I have the pleasure of filling in for Bill Kelso. Bill Kelso will be on hand a little later on today to call Game 2. So you'll have your regular broadcast team back in place. But I do certainly enjoy this part of it, and certainly a pleasure to work with you, John, to bring the baseball action. And I really appreciate a lot of the fans that have been watching throughout the summer. They've been writing to us at we-tv. They've been commenting. We got a nice letter today from Mrs. Devine, who's on the opposing team. As we mentioned, Dale Devine will be the first batter. Well, she contacted us today just to make sure that the game was going to be on. She really appreciated the fact that the games were being broadcast and commended the broadcast. So that goes back to you and Bill doing a great job, John, and certainly our production crew led by Darren DiCarlo all summer long, working really hard at this. And hats off to all those guys and yourself, John, for really making this happen in a very positive manner. And we do appreciate the comments as well.
It's the same thing. It's team, Dom. Yes. Everybody does their job. Everybody does what they're supposed to do, when they're supposed to do it. Then things go along pretty fast. There's nothing you can do about technical difficulties.
No, in this world of technology, there are breakdowns and things like that. Equipment is temperamental. I haven't mentioned Dale Devine. Dale Devine's actually a guy I went to school with years ago. It's Drew Devine that's going to be up to bat here.
Okay.
And again, it was Mrs. Devine that had contacted us. So certainly appreciative, though. And we're just about set to the first pitch of the game between the Lake Erie Monarchs and your St. Clair Green Giants here on we-tv.ca. Beautiful afternoon, a nice little bit of a breeze. The humidity has gone away, and should have no excuses for a good ball game here this evening. First pitch is a good one for Hunter Brown as he gets the 0-1 count.
We got the wind blowing up to left tonight, Tom, but it's not a heavy breeze.
You see Drew Devine's numbers. Batting .281 right now. He's from Marshall, Michigan. He's a freshman at Western Michigan, is Mr. Devine.
Well, Hunter better get the ball down. He's been up a little bit. We don't want to see that too often tonight.
Counts at 2-1 now. After the first pitch was a strike. Gets that one to go across. Evens up the count at 2-2. Devine gets it out. Fair ball down the right field line, first base line. Devine hustling into second, head first slide, and he's in with a double to start this game.
I can see why he's a leadoff man. He's got good speed. That was a double, and they did very, very well.
Western Carolina University, the catcher number 7, Justin Sparks.
All right. So the Monarchs get that first batter on. Justin Sparks comes up to the plate. .303 batting average. Sparks from Henderson, North Carolina, I should say. He goes to Western Carolina University. He's a sophomore there. Looks like a big, strong young man.
Yes, he does.
Brown again.
Well, he's hitting 300.
Yep. Brown again, good on the first pitch.
Hitting in the number 2 slot means he gets his bat on the ball quite often. Keeps the ball in play.
And he does just that down the right field line again. And that's a fair ball. That's going to go for extra bases. Devine comes around third. He's going to score easily. And Sparks, back-to-back doubles, gives the Lake Erie Monarchs a 1-0 lead over the Green Giants. So both times Hunter Brown gets the lead in the count, Uppy, but the Monarch batters find a way to come back and put it in play.
Both balls were up and out over the plate, and they hit them both to right field. So they did a good job of handling those pitches.
1-0, Lake Erie has grabbed the lead Nate Grice, the left fielder. Outstanding numbers, 400 batting average, 5 home runs, 33 RBIs. Very nice campaign for Nate Grice. First pitch, third base, handled nicely. First out of the game. Saints hold the runner at second, or Giants, I should say. I'm going to call them the Saints, John, and I'm going to get slapped for that. I know.
Well, you know what, Don? We're used to calling them Saints. They play as the Saints during the intercollegiate year.
Yep.
So, you know, and they're in the same color unis.
Two different entities, though.
That's right. They
that.
certainly are. Good pitch.
Again, Hunter Brown on the first pitch, and every batter has been a strike.
Down in the strike zone that time.
You see Grice at second.
You watch these hitters, everybody's got a little ritual, little thing that they do every at-bat. I don't know whether it's superstition or what, or just habit, but everybody's got a little thing that they do. This guy holds the bat up with one hand.
Ryan Fournier is the batter. Goes to Xavier University. Brown deals up high that time. 1-2 count.
Still amazes me that not many of these hitters watch the ball into the catcher's glove when they take. It's something that I like to see the kids do, and I wish more of these hitters would do that.
2-2 now as that one inside. Low and inside. Monarchs up 1-0 as you can see. Back-to-back doubles, doing the damage early here. Oh, Hunter got the call. He got the side of the plate, the corner of the plate there.
There's the issue. Most of the time, pitchers with the head of the batter go to the outside. That's why I like to see hitters crowd the plate a little bit, choke up a little bit. Pitchers do not want to hit you by pitching inside. They try to get you out on the outside. Well, if you're jamming a plate a little bit, that's where they're going to go. And if you're close to the plate, you'll be able to hit.
Michael Deeb steps up to the plate. He's the DH today. Pretty good numbers for the year, 289 with a home run. And again, it looks like another strong young man. Good size. They list him at 6'2", 240. Deeb gets a hold of that one. This may bring in another run. Here comes the throw. Grice is going to go in standing up. 2-0 Lake Erie Monarchs. Deeb with the RBI single.
There's the play, Dom. You're never going to get the runner going to the plate. Just get it into to the second base. Hold the runner on first. If you happen to make a bad throw to a cutoff man, you let the runner advance. I don't want to see that.
So the first place Monarchs showing why they are in first place, as they've jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Chase Aldridge, the right fielder, batting .311 so far this year.
Yeah, he looked good the last time they were here.
He attends Harvard University, and he's from Playa Vista, California. Taps one. It's going to be a fair ball, and then Aldridge with great speed down that baseline. He gets to first base easily. The Monarchs have men on first and second now. 2 outs, and they also lead it 2-0.
There's a guy with good speed, takes advantage of it, lays down a good bunt, moves the runner up, gets on first base.
Elliot Curtis steps into the batter's box.
And you got righty against lefty right now.
Brown deals. That goes in for a strike.
A breaking ball.
Yep.
Off speed. There's
there
the
by
example
Brunner.
of that breaking ball down in the dirt. They'll tend to chase it. That's a good pitch. I like to see that pitch.
And indeed, Curtis did chase that one. 0-2 count. It's Brown trying to get out of this inning. Right back to the pitcher's mound. This should end the inning. Brown over to first, and indeed, it gets the inning over. The Lake Erie Monarchs, though, take care of business early on. Back-to-back doubles put them up to a 2-0 lead after the top half of the first half of the inning. The Green Giants coming up to the plate for the first time.
Let's see if the Giants can come back and tie this ball game up or go ahead. See if they can come back with a couple of runs, get some runners on base, and let's see what happens.
Dave Cooper's starting batters for this contest. Jalen Thomas, an outstanding player, no doubt about it. One of the all-stars of this team. Adam Tanui, Connor McKenna, another all-star, who's having an outstanding campaign. I have to say, he's kind of one of my favorite players, Connor McKenna, John. Jesse Gonzalez, Matthew Deneau, Nicholas Howie, Max Ayarza, Cole Haynes, and Tyrus Barkley will be the batting lineup for head coach Dave Cooper. Our starting pitcher for the Lake Erie Monarchs, Grant Hartwig. He's got a 2-0 mark. 5.46 ERA. Good strikeouts.
Throws hard.
Good strikeouts to walk ratio. And he's pitched in 26 1/3 inning. Grant Hartwig, the starting pitcher for the Lake Erie Monarchs.
Well, let's see what we can do here.
Well, got to get some bats going, John, bottom line. There is another game that will take place later on today that we'll keep an eye on. Of course, again, the Grand River Loggers will be watching this game closely. They won't be playing the Lake Erie Monarchs, though, because the Lake Erie Monarchs are playing here. So we'll get that fixed up. That'd be a neat trick, though.
It's a split squad for the Monarchs.
No, split squad up here. You didn't know? See, we have split squads here.
Split squad game, like spring
I believe
training.
they're playing our Irish Hills. We'll get that straightened up. But yeah, we'll track that game for you, as it is a very important game for them, much like this one is for the Green Giants.
Well, you know, it's hard enough to do what we do without getting crossed up.
No, we do a great job. And Stuart Carter, our stats guy, there's none better, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, he's right on his game.
He is. Jalen Thomas. Again,
Good ball player.
Boy,
Good left
this
fielder.
guy, another one of my favorites. Just very exciting to watch this guy
Madonna,
play
I
this game.
believe.
He's at Madonna College over in Michigan. And again, participated in the All-Star game. 2 hits, 2 runs scored, 2 stolen bases in the All-Star game. Tell me some of those scouts were not noticing that.
Well, he's a big kid, swings a pretty good bat, plays a great left field. And he plays hard. Scouts look for a lot of things.
This one goes right side down the first baseline, hustling over.
Made the catch.
Is that Aldridge that made the catch?
That's what they say.
He
in the
did.
umpire
Oh
city.
my, what a great effort by Chase Aldridge, number 2, the right fielder. Wow, that was a long run.
There's the kind of thing scouts like to see. That kind of hustle, that kind of effort.
Yeah, Aldridge just dusting himself off. He needs a little bit of a timeout just to get things back in place, but that was an outstanding effort by Aldridge.
Very nice.
That will win you ball games. That's probably one reason, or one example why right there, John, why this Lake Erie Monarch team is sitting in first place. You get efforts like that,
That's what you need.
you're gonna
Day in, day out, game in,
be a
game
tough
out.
team to beat. That's for sure. Adam Tanui steps up to the plate, second baseman. Nice average, 306. That one
Had a little
foul.
trouble getting around on that
Yeah,
fastball.
yeah. Well, as you mentioned, John, Hartwig throws very hard, no doubt about it. Can feel some of that heat.
Nice curveball.
Curveball right over the plate. Nice job there by Hartwig. He's up 0-2 on this count. Another curveball.
Oh, there's a guy who fought that one off. That's perfect. That's good hitting. Being able to fight that ball off keeps him at the plate. Not a lot of hitters can do that.
Hartwig deals. That one low and inside that time. 1-2. Perfect day for baseball. Nice breeze. That one outside. Evens the count up at 2-2.
Yeah, it is a beautiful day for ball. We've had our share of bad weather, haven't we, Don?
We battled a little here for sure. It's been some tough days, some rescheduling, and again, full marks to everybody though. Chico LaButte, St. Clair Green Giants, and of course the opposing teams that come in, they have to work all this out and make this thing happen. It's such a compact schedule.
Yes, it is.
A 2-month schedule to get 42 games in. And you being a former major leaguer, John, you know about long and big schedules and how important it is to get these games in.
But we had our travel arrangements were a little
bit
better.
different. Yes, I do have to give you that one, Uppy. That was a nice solid hit to left field by Tanui.
It was nice to pack your bag, bring it to the ballpark, and then never see it till you were in your room.
It's not a bad deal, that's for sure.
Not a bad deal at all.
So Tanui gets on base for the Green Giants, who are trying to hope to get something going here.
Here's a good ball player right here, Don.
Very good ball player, Connor McKenna. Number 9, look at those numbers.
He can run, he's a good infielder.
Yeah, shortstop. He's impressive, no question about it.
Well, they didn't waste time getting that throw over to first.
Carlsbad, California is where McKenna makes his home. Goes to Palomar College.
Look at that.
McKenna
What a
lays
bunt.
down an outstanding bunt. Totally caught the Monarchs off guard there. And just like that, the Green Giants have men at first and second.
That throw to first should never have been made. There was no way they were ever going to get him. Give him first, don't throw him to second, and maybe give up a run.
So the Giants, I should say, have a little something going here with one out. Jesse Gonzalez, the first baseman.
He missed the last game or two. Was he injured?
I'm not sure if he was injured, John, but it's good to have him back in the lineup today.
Breaking ball.
That one goes over for a strike.
It's one of my, I hate to see my kids chase curveballs on the first pitch. I don't like it.
Oh.
Another curveball.
Another curveball, and that one fools Gonzalez.
Well, it's the old story. If it's down in the strike zone, it's tough to hit.
0-2, Hartwig.
Let's see what he comes back with
Trying
here.
to finish off this batter.
Breaking ball again.
Yeah.
That might have been a slider, though.
3 straight breaking balls to Gonzalez. Saw some great pitching last night over at Comerica Park, John, between the Royals and the Tigers. Fulmer on the hill for the Tigers. Settled in nicely after giving up a home run as his first batter, but what an impressive pitcher he is.
Yeah, he's a good one.
And Duffy pitched very well for the Royals.
I like Duffy a lot.
Wow, I was really impressed with his game.
He's a very good pitcher.
It was an outstanding pitching performance last night on both sides. Low score, 3-1. The Royals ended up winning that game. Another foul tip. Gonzalez hanging tough in there.
I'd like to see that plate get cleaned off. It looks kind of dirty from here, Dom.
Yes, honestly, I was just thinking the same thing, Uppy, that okay, how is he going to call balls and strikes with that plate buried the way it is? I'd do a little housekeeping there.
Yeah, it would help. He's not very tall, so it wouldn't take much to bend over and clean it.
Again, Gonzalez fouls another pitch off.
Was out of the strike zone, but hey, he's at bat. He's making him throw some pitches. This could be a good at bat right here. It's a battle. Let's see who wins
He's
it.
made Hartwig throw. And another foul ball.
Yeah.
Give Gonzalez credit after falling behind 0-2. He's battled hard to stay in.
Well, that's what good hitters have to do. Now let's see what he delivers on this pitch.
Giants trying to get on a score sheet here, down 2-0. Bottom of the first. Runners on first and second. Another curveball. That one maybe a little high.
Yeah, and it may have been outside. It's very difficult to tell from here exactly how close those pitches
Yeah,
are.
from our broadcast standpoint, it is a little tougher.
Yeah.
As we're not dead on to the home plate.
And we don't have that square they have on TV.
No. That one again looks like it was outside.
Boy, you
again.
give up on that one a little early.
Good patience there by Gonzalez
Yeah.
to lay off there, John.
I don't know. I hate trusting umpires on close pitches.
Spoken by a true baseball fan. 3-2 the count. And another foul ball. That's got to be 4 or 5 at least, John.
Well, it sort of confirms, Don, what I said earlier, that they try to get you out of the way, and all those balls that he's fouled off have been on the outside. So he's hanging in there. That's why I'd like to see him 2 inches in, an inch up on the bat. Don't change your swing. Because the guy doesn't want to come in on you. If you're closer to the plate, he hits you, then you're on. And it gives the hitter a chance to get to that outside pitch.
Runners go, hit and run. And there it is, an outstanding play by the catcher.
I have a little bit of you have a left-hand hitter up. You've got a clear view of third base, and you're stealing. I have a hard time with that. So if you had a right-hand hitter up, and you get a great jump, the chance of getting thrown out are a lot less.
So that's our score after 1 complete inning here at Lacoste Park. The Monarchs lead the Green Giants 2-0. We'll be back with more Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball action right after these messages.
It's new, it's fresh, it's innovative, it's we-tv, Windsor Essex Television, and you can watch it anywhere. www.we-tv.ca is the place to be. If it's sports, entertainment, or community events, we-tv has what you're looking for. The people, places, and faces of our community are front and center on we-tv. Check out www.we-tv.ca for what's being webcast live. we-tv, we got you covered.
There you go.
Welcome back to Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Great Lakes Summer Collegiate League baseball action here on we-tv.ca. The other game that will take place tonight, the Muskegon Clippers will pay a visit to the Irish Hill Leprechauns. The Leprechauns in last place, Muskegon in second last place. The team that can still catch the Green Giants, John, is the Grand River Loggers. They're sitting at 19-19. They're 1 game behind the Saints. The Saints at 19-17. 6.5 games behind the Lake Erie Monarchs. So,
So we're still in the battle for the playoffs.
absolutely, absolutely. Nothing's been clinched yet, so that's why, again, as we said at the top of the broadcast, John, the importance of this homestand, the importance of this game here. You know, if they can put this game away, they really have. You know, it's going to be pretty hard for them not to get into that postseason. So, like you said, they've got their ace on the hill, Hunter Brown. Let's get the job done and get it out of the way, right?
That's it. You got to be there when you got the best on the field, especially with your pitching. You got your ace out there. That's a good thing.
Brown was roughed up a little bit in that first inning, giving up 2 runs, but there's a grounder handled easily by Tanui over to Gonzalez, 1 out.
I didn't like that player lunging to first base. Twist your ankle. All kinds of things can happen.
David Cron, the center fielder, steps into the batter's box. No doubt he'd like to get that batting average up a little higher. Coming in at 164.
Ball was up a bit, got it in there for a strike. Whoops.
Ooh, that one.
Little chin music there.
You baseball guys have all those sayings. He almost hit a high note there too, John.
Yes, he did, for sure.
Another ball. 2-1 is the count.
That's why they got those helmets on, Don. We used to play without them. Good pitch.
Nice pitch there, yes, Brown.
That was a dandy. Had a little bit of mustard on that one.
That evens the count up at 2-2. Top of the second, Monarchs leading at 2-0.
Yes, nice
There
pitch.
he goes. Brown threads the needle.
There it goes, Tom. What did I say? Pitch close enough. You can't let the umpire get the bat. Take the bat out of your hands.
Shortstop number 9, Drew Devine.
Drew Devine steps into the batter's box. Of course, he led the game off with a double in the first inning, scored a run.
I see that right fielder's playing a little more toward the line. Here's the other thing. You're infielders and outfielders. Got to read your pitcher. He's throwing pretty hard, and guys are fouling the ball off, like right-hand hitters falling off to the first base side. You got to read it accordingly.
Oh, that one takes a crazy hop, bounces right over the Green Giants' third baseman, Max Ayarza, single for Devine. He's 2 for 2 so far this afternoon.
Well, one down the right field line and a pull shot by the third baseman. That's using the whole field, Don.
He hit the ball hard there, that's for
He
sure.
sure did.
Western Carolina University. Catcher number 7, Sparks.
Sparks steps into the batter's box. He followed up in the first inning with a double of his own that scored Devine. Sparks as well scored a run in that first inning. And that's where we stand, 2-0 in favor of the Monarchs. Hunter checks the runner at first.
Well, he's got some speed, so I can see why he's watching him.
Batting .309 now is Sparks. Brown deals this one. Should get the Giants out of the inning. Yes, indeed it does. So much better inning for the Green Giants and Hunter Brown this time around. As the
No runs, a hit. One man left
first
on
half of the second inning is complete, the score remains the same. The Lake Erie Monarchs 2, the Green Giants no score.
$10 pizza of the day.
As the Green Giants, again, this will be the first of a doubleheader. 2 7-inning games here today. Take a look at the standings. Actually, the Green Giants are 20-17. They're a game and a half of the head of the Loggers. You can see the game tonight, the Clippers and the Leprechauns. That's just a battle basically to stay out of last place. Those two teams are out of the playoff picture. And there's I'm pretty sure that the Green Giants cannot catch the Monarchs. The Monarchs have first place locked up. So it's that battle for second place, and a win here today, right now, would really help the Giants' cause. That's for sure. Now, just to let our viewers know, John, the Green Giants will finish their last two games tomorrow and Friday with the Leprechauns, so they'll play the last place team. So, again, if you are doing your job that you're supposed to do, it looks good for the Green Giants. They should win these games.
Well, according to the standings, yes. But it's the old story. If you don't come ready to play like the team you're facing is the best team you've ever played against, those Leprechauns could come up and just grab them by the throat and give them a lot of trouble. You don't want to let that happen.
Yeah, you take nothing for granted, especially at this level. I mean, we've watched it all season long. This, even the lower level teams, they have quality players, and that's why this league gets the following it does. Fortunately for the Giants, they got out to a great start during the year. For almost half the season, they were sitting in first place.
Yes, they were.
But it's tough. It's a tough league, and consistency is the key here. And they had a little bit of a sputter there. The bats went dry for a bit in the midway mark of the schedule. That cost them. And they're battling now to finish off in second place.
Well, they went on that road trip and went 0 for 5 in the first 5 games, and then I think won the last 3.
Yeah. Matthew Deneau, his first trip to the plate today. Catcher.
He's come a long way this year. He had a weak start, but he's swinging
impressive.
the bat a lot better.
Yeah. There's a kid that works really hard too as well, John, is Matthew Deneau.
Well, he's got the tough job. That being a catcher is not easy. Not easy at all.
Hartwig gets that one across the plate. 0-2 the count now. Deneau taking his time now. Deneau reaches out. This one pops up. Aldridge is there. He handles that one easily. 1 out.
Well, he didn't really swing at it. He just put his bat on it. But, could have been a soft hit over the infield, base hit.
Nicholas Howie, his first bat today. One of the Canadians on this team. Very impressive ball player. I like this kid, this young man as well. Nicholas Howie, the center fielder. Straight up the middle. And it's bobbled, and Howie gets on base. That, no doubt, will be an error.
Well, I'd like to have seen the first base coach let him know that the ball was bobbled so he could round the bag. Because his job, when it's hit on the ground, is just get to first as quickly as you can. So that first base coach has got to let him know something, if the ball goes through or bobbled or whatever it might be.
Max Ayerza steps into the box. Good numbers, 4 home runs, 18 RBIs on the year. Just under 300.
That pitch just missed.
There you see Howie on first base.
He can run.
He's being watched closely there by Hartwig, of course.
Well,
right there, Hartwig sends a message. We'll keep an eye on Mr. Howie. Howie taking a pretty good lead there, you could see. There's the bunt. Ayerza doesn't stay in play.
I'll tell you, if that bunt stays fair, he might have had a base hit, I believe.
Yep.
Well, there's a situation a lot of times where they'll tell you perfect or foul. Well, in that situation, it really didn't have to be perfect, but close would have been nice.
1-1's the count. That's the foul bunt attempt. Hartwig sets up, deals, fouled back.
That was a good swing. Straight back. He was on that fastball.
A good rip there by Ayerza. Howie up first. Getting out. Goes right back and...
Whoa.
Wow, that was close. That was close. As you can see on our...
Got to be on your toes. He's got a good move.
Third base. Late on the relay to first base, so Howie's out at second. Ayarza makes it to first.
Ayarza is pretty quick. Would have been tough to turn 2 on that.
Cole Haynes, this is his first bat here. This is one of the new players in the lineup for the Giants. He goes to Gateway Community College.
Nice pitch.
Just picked him up last week. He's a sophomore at Gateway Community College. He's from Alvorton, Ohio. I've never heard of that place, John.
Never heard of some of these places. Well, there's so many colleges all over, Dom. It's amazing.
Yeah, it really is. Can't say I'm familiar with Gateway Community College.
No.
Oh, and 2 is Haynes in tough against Hartwig. Hartwig gets him to swing. He's out. That ends the inning. As the Giants come up short.
Well, that was a great pitch, Dom. That was a beautiful pitch.
The Giants are struggling early on here as the Lake Erie Monarchs have taken a 2-0 lead going into the top of the third. When we come back to the Lacoste Park, Bill Kelso will be back on the mic. And you're watching Great Lakes Summer Collegiate Baseball League action here on we-tv.ca.
I wonder.
Take one empty field, round up a group of players, add 3 bases, plus 1 home plate, throw in a softball, and add an umpire. Play ball! It's not hard to get a game of softball going, and to keep it going from the time you're 4 till you're 84. Softball. Get in the game.
Hi, I'm Tony Bruner, pop culture specialist. I've been featured on SiriusXM and on AM 800 CKLW. And if you want all of the best entertainment news and local information, you're going to want to check us out every Wednesday on we-tv.ca. We're going to be featuring some excellent interviews, some live, fun pop culture information, and we're going to be doing it every single Wednesday. I hope to see you here. Check it out, we-tv.ca.
Hello, everybody. Bill Kelso along with John Upham. Nice to be back in the booth as we get set to start the top of the third with the Monarchs leading 2-0. Nate Grimes, number 20, the batter.
Yeah, you missed the first inning, a double, leadoff double, 2 doubles.
Line single. And another hit for the Monarchs. They had a couple doubles and then they were nothing in the second inning, but they've got a hit here. So Matt Fournier is stepping up. Top of the third, nobody away.
Well, the Giants got Hunter Brown on the mound.
Ryan Fournier, the second baseman. Runner at first. Pitch in for a strike, 0-1, the count to Fournier.
Nice pitch.
2 runs, 5 hits, and an error so far in the first under 3 innings for the Monarchs. No runs and 2 hits, and 2 errors for 2 innings for the Green Giants. Here's the 0-1, the ball goes by the catcher up into the backstop. Runner will stay at second. On the pass ball or the wild pitch. So a runner at second for Fournier, who struck out his first time up. He's averaging .360 on the season. Power hitter, too. 7 home runs this season. John.
Yeah, not somebody you want to see.
No, actually, he has more home runs than the entire Green Giants team combined.
That's saying something, isn't it?
Green Giants have 6 or 7 last time I looked. I'll look before the end of this inning, but that's the situation.
Of course, you have to sometimes understand what ballpark are they playing in. Sometimes there's ballpark with short porches.
Stand corrected, 8 home runs for the Green Giants, 7 for this young man here, Fournier, with a runner on second. Curveball is swung on, popped up. Second baseman Tanui calls everybody off and makes the grab. 1 away here in the 3rd inning. We'll bring up
From Bethune Coleman College, the designated hitter number 27.
the DH, Michael Deeb. Here's the batter with a 1 away here in the top of the 3rd inning for the Monarchs as they lead 2-0 in an important matchup, particularly for the Green Giants. And we've talked about that before.
Yep.
Well, at least you and Dom talked about it. You and I have not talked about it tonight, but we have talked about it certainly in the past.
Well, doubleheader, 2 7-inning games.
Pitches up high for a ball.
You got your best pitcher on the mound in the first game. You'd like to pick up a win here.
After winning last night. Deeb 1 for 1. He had a single his last time up.
So they split with this team last night, I understand.
Pitch in for a strike.
Well, it looks like Hunter's getting into his groove here.
1-1 the count to Deeb, the left-handed batter. Fournier, I should say, Payne at second. Here's the 1-1, swung on, bounding ball to second. Tanui with the play, the throw to first, and he gets him. On the throw to Gonzalez, runner advances to third. So runner on third with 2 away.
Chase Aldridge.
We'll bring up the out left fielder, the infielder, Chase Aldridge.
Made a great catch in the first inning.
In the state of California.
Went to the fence in right field, made a diving catch.
Right fielder Chase Aldridge. Pretty good player.
Yes, he is. He runs well. Laid down a great bunt for a base hit.
Smart guy, too. Goes to Harvard University.
Yeah.
Paul up high, 1-0 to Aldridge. Aldridge 1 for 1 tonight as well. 326 on the season. Still looking for his first home run. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Had a good cut.
Jumped on that high fastball, but couldn't catch up to it.
You call it tempting.
Yes. They look good up there, but not hittable at times.
And the 1-1 is swung on and
Oh, he hit that one.
Yes, he did. Into right center field, but the center fielder hovering under it. Howie makes the grab, and that will be the inning. No runs in a hit with a man on, and the score as we go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Monarchs lead it 2-0.
No discount.
I have to ask you a question. Is this on now?
Actually, it is. We are in the bottom of the 3rd inning. We pause for breaks at the end of every inning.
You know, for as little as I've been doing this, you think I would have figured it out by now.
Well, you know, sometimes the little things do pass you by.
Well, I didn't go to Harvard.
Following this game, we'll have the second game of the doubleheader here between these two teams, the Monarchs and the Green Giants. After a few-minute break, then we'll get right into a doubleheader, the second game. Beautiful night at the ballpark.
I have to ask a question. How do you hover under a ball?
You're under it, you're hovering.
No, you hover over, you don't hover under.
Well, we can argue semantics all you want.
No, I'm going to leave it up to you because you're the guy that knows how to play-by-play. I'm just here to listen in and make comments. Yes. That's right.
Green Giants stepping up to the plate will be, I think it's Tyrus Barkley, I believe. Let's see. Catch the number.
He's the other catcher, Bill.
Yeah. Tyrus Barkley, I was looking for his number. So Barkley, who's hitting .250 on the season, will be the first batter. He's the DH tonight with Dano catching.
Well, that's what he and Deno do. They trade off.
He'll be followed by Jalen Thomas, who's the leadoff hitter tonight. Pitch in for a strike. 0-1 count to Barkley.
That was a great pitch, by the way. Missed.
Outside 1-1.
I was commenting to Don how hard it is to tell how close these pitches are.
There's a pitch that's hit deep into center field. Backing up and making the grab on the run, and a nice grab at that is the center fielder. Good play.
Very good. And the wind was blowing out, too.
The left fielder.
Nice grab.
University, number 15, Jalen Thomas.
David Cran with the catch. And a good one.
That was a fine running catch.
One away. Here in the third, I'll bring up Jalen Thomas, who was the leadoff hitter tonight. Thomas hitting 265 in the season.
Center fielder ran to where he thought the ball was going to be, and he was right.
Ball is up high, 1-0 to Thomas. Here's the 1-0. Curveball is outside, 2-0. 2-0 to Thomas. Green Giants trail by 2 here in the third. Good
Nice
pitch.
breaking ball.
2-1 the count to Thomas. Second baseman Adam Tanui is waiting on deck. Here's the 2-1 up high, 3-1. 3-1 count to Thomas. Looking to get aboard. And the pitch way inside and up high, but nevertheless, ball 4 to Thomas. First walk of the night given up by the pitcher.
Number 3, Adam Tanui.
They'll bring up Tanui, had a single his first time up. Grant Hartwig on the mound. Tanui, the left-handed batter, and in the pitch. Outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count. Thomas, for a big guy, moves well. We've talked about that in the past, John.
Yes, he does. Great range in the outfield, runs the bases extremely well.
Big, too, at 6'3", 230. There he goes. Here's a throw to second, and he is going to be out.
Great throw by the catcher.
Oh, yeah, got him.
See, a lot of people don't understand this aspect of the game. You get a steal sign, but it doesn't mean you have to steal. You steal if you get a good jump. Why, if you don't get a good jump, would you want to steal and get thrown out? I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying that's the situation that exists.
The 2-0 pitch in tight, 3-0. 3-0 to Tanui with 2 away here in the third.
Well, the catcher's got a great arm. We found that out, didn't we?
Yes, he did. He was out by a mile. And the pitch. Ball 4, he walked him. Tanui gets a pass.
The shortstop is from Palomar College, number 9, Connor McKenna.
We'll bring up Connor McKenna, who also had a single his first time up, a bunt single. And the pitch, curveball, in for a strike. 1-0 count to McKenna.
You know, some teams will have you swing on the steal situation, keep the catcher back, not give him a, oops, there we go, nice move.
Got a pretty good move, Hartwick.
Yes, it was.
He's quick.
That's what you have to be. You have to be quick.
The 0-1 pitch to McKenna up high.
Catcher looked like he wanted to throw Tanui out at first, and Tanui slipped, so he might have had an opportunity.
Justin Sparks is the catcher, and he's wearing number 7. Nice night here at the ballpark.
Gorgeous.
Here's the 1-1 curveball up high, 2-1. 2-1 count to McKenna with Tanui on first. 2 away here in the top of the third, and the Green Giants trail by 2 here in the first game of 2. Fly ball into left field. Should be an easy play, and it is. One-handed grab. The inning is over. McKenna flies out to left to end the side. 0 runs and 1 hit. And the score at the end of 3. The Monarchs 2, Green Giants nothing. We'll be back with more right after these words.
Did you know that the most severe injuries in our region are motor vehicle crashes? 65% of road fatalities last year were directly the result of distracted driving. 90% of injuries arriving in our emergency rooms are preventable. Our message to you this summer is, put down the phone. Just drive. Let's work together to keep our trauma stretchers empty.
Well, we are back. Bill Kelso here at the ballpark along with John Upham. Green Giants as we start the 4th inning. Trail 2-zip with the Monarchs up the bat. First batter to start the inning is Elliot Curtis with a line shot base hit past the second baseman. So Curtis on with a single. And he's going to go to second. And he is safe. The sweep tag by McKenna, not in time.
And I'll tell you something, Bill, that play would not have been close had he been running hard to first base. He was satisfied for the single. The guy booted it. He almost got thrown out at second base.
Very close, you're right.
In fact, from here, he looked like he was out.
It was a close play.
Yes, it was.
Benjamin Dickey. No, you're right. Benjamin Dickey now steps in with a runner now on second base. Nobody away here in the 4th. Hunter Brown on the mound, and here's the pitch. Up high, 1-0. One 1-0 count to Dickey. Chopper cut off by McKenna. Great play through the first, and he gets him. Runner advances to third, but a great running play by McKenna on the infield. They get the runner out.
Yeah, he's the guy. He can make those plays, I'll tell you. He's a good ball player.
One away, runner on third. They'll bring up David Cron, left fielder. He can also catch. And the pitch.
Is this our center fielder, Bill, that made the great catch?
Yes, it is. It said left fielder. He's actually the center fielder tonight. 0-1 the count now on Cron. Dickey is on third. And the pitch, a curveball, is in for a strike. 0-2 the count.
Good pitch.
High hanging curve.
And that's not a good pitch, but it was. It broke well, but it would have been better had it been down.
Mm-hmm.
But he still got the strike, and that's what counts.
On it.
Yes, he did.
Time is called. Got him.
Good pitch. That's a good strikeout. That's a big strikeout.
Mm-hmm. 2 away here in the 4th. They'll bring up the shortstop. Andrew Devine is the shortstop here tonight. Devine is 2 for 2 on the night, a double and a single, hitting .297 on the season. Has a runner at third with 2 away. Brown would like to shut him down here. Curveball, just got a piece. It squiggles to the gentleman on deck, who happens to be the catcher. That's Justin Sparks. 0-1 count. To Devine. Curveball is swung on and popped up. First baseman under it, and he'll make the play. That's Gonzalez, and that's the end of the inning. No runs and a hit. Score is 2-0 as we come to the bottom of the 4th inning. John Upham in favor of the Monarchs.
Well, they got by the 2 hitters that doubled off of them in the first inning. And he's getting better as the game goes on.
One thing I want to say, John, is that people are still coming into the ballpark as we're in the first game of 2. Nice to see a former teacher of mine here tonight, Mr. Tom Henderson, who I had the pleasure over 40 years ago as my gym instructor for a couple of years. My brother also in that same class, and one of them, my identical twin brother. I have the utmost respect for Mr. Henderson, and I've seen Tom, throughout the years. I consider him a friend, great guy, and one of the best teachers I ever had.
Well, that's very nice of you to say that. Tom and I have been friends for ages. In fact, I played basketball against Tom when he went to Forster.
And I think he taught at Patterson, too. That's cool, of course, that's no longer open, but a long time ago before he taught at Herman, where I had him as the teacher. I want to tell you a funny story about that as the pitcher is finishing his warm-up toss. Tom may not remember this, but I'm going to certainly remind him. It's a funny story. My brother and I were in gym class, Tom, and we're playing ball hockey, with the hands of the volleyball. My brother and I got into a scuffle because my brother, who had just been 6 months removed from a knee injury, knee surgery, I lined him up and threw a body check at him and knocked him flying. My brother came up swinging. Whoa. And so that was funny. So Tom, instructed the boys to, hey, break these guys up. And of course, he broke us up. Sure enough, another 15 minutes later, I took another run at my brother, and this time said, let him go. Worst thing that a guy can say, let him go, is like the linesman said, let him go. So it was actually quite funny, but a funny story nevertheless.
Well, Tom was a little disgusted at your first effort and thought you should have got your butt kicked on the second one.
Yeah, I think so.
Which is a good thing to do.
Jesse Gonzalez will lead things off, takes a ball in the
Tom
first pitch.
told me, he said, I never protect a guy twice in my phys ed class.
It was quite funny, though. We had fun, though. Hey, if you got your head down, I didn't care if you're my brother or not, I'm going to nail you.
Well, it's a game. If you play it hard, I guess that's what you do.
Well, I was known for
and maybe you didn't like your brother.
Well, I liked him. He had his head. Oh, there's a good belt into right field off the fence. Gonzalez is going to go to second base with a sliding double. A good hit there by Gonzalez. A very solid double. That was a good rip.
Yeah, he took got a good swing at that one.
There's the look at the replay. Look at that, John. Right up against the fence. And Gonzalez with an easy sliding double. Runner on second with nobody away here in the bottom of the 4th inning.
The right fielder played it well off the fence, I'll tell you.
Pitch is outside.
That is a great curveball.
The batter is Matt Deneau, who's catching tonight. He'll be followed by Nick Howie. Green Giants looking to get on the board here in this second inning.
Oh, there's a good swing.
Good rip. Fouled it back. 0-2 the count on Deneau.
Well,
Deneau hitting .267 on the season, John. I think this year.
Yeah, he had a rough start at the beginning of the year, but he's come a long way. Earlier in the year, he was taking a lot of good pitches for called strikes.
Now he's a lot more aggressive. Focused. There's a curveball and swung on, hit into center field. It's not deep. Craner with the play and throws it in. Easy play for the center fielder. One away here in the fourth inning. And it'll bring up
From Eastern Kentucky University, the center fielder number 23.
the center fielder from Oakville, Ontario, Nick Howie. Was safe on an error to the shortstop his first time up. So 1 out and 1 on here in the bottom of the fourth. The Green Giants trail by 2 here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. The first pitch to Howie in tight. Let's see, did he go?
No, he didn't.
He did not. 1-0 the count to Howie. Max Ayerza is on deck for the Green Giants. Curveball is in for a strike. Looked a little low to me, however.
Very nice pitch.
1-1.
Both pitchers are pitching well.
It's a low-run game so far here in the fourth. Another curveball chopped up the middle of the shortstop. Made the play a bit, but he couldn't control it and went bounding to the second baseman. Infield single is going to be first and third for the Green Giants, and they threaten to go on the scoreboard. And the hit by Howie.
From St. Clair College, number 7, Max Ayerza.
Ayerza, who was safe on a fielder's choice his last time up in the second inning, batting here in the fourth with 2 runners aboard. 2-0 is our score. Ayerza, who's batting .293 in the season. He is the home run leader on this team with 4. So he does have some pop in his bat.
We've seen it.
Pretty good ball player. First and third. Keep your eye on Howie. He likes to run. Pitch is outside, 1-0. 1-0 the count to Ayerza. And the pitch in tight, 2-0. Up high and in tight, 2-0. Oh, gee, they call that a strike.
He took a swing at it.
Oh, okay.
Believe it or not, it was a bad pitch, and he took a swing.
1-1 the count. I thought it was a ball, but I think he took
It
a strike
should have
getting,
been.
getting out of the way more so than anything else, I think. 1-1 the count to Ayerza. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. So Hartwig ahead of Ayerza on a 1-2 count. Cole Haynes that is on deck. And the pitch, bounding ball wide of third, fouls it off. Count remains 1-2.
Somebody should get out of that dugout and get that foul ball, or somebody in the bullpen.
Yeah. And somebody is, that's Culligan. Here's the 1-2. Curveball is low. 2-2. 2-2 the count to Ayerza. Boy, you'd like to punch this guy across. Speaking of the gentleman on third, Gonzalez. Get the Green Giants back in this one. Here's the 2-2 curveball, and he's swatted it foul down the third base line again, or third base side.
Oh, left fielder's going to go get that one.
He's not playing to pull as a left fielder. He has to come a ways to get the ball.
Well, the realization is in most of the cases that more balls are going to go by the third baseman on his glove side than on his throwing hand side. So you play in the hole a little bit.
Swing and a miss, and Ayerza goes down swinging. Big strikeout for Hartwig here in the fourth.
Nice
2 away.
breaking ball
From
down.
Gateway Community College, the right fielder number 30, Cole Haynes.
Great location for that curveball. They'll chase it.
Bring up Cole Haynes. Struck out his first time up. First pitch to Haynes. It's a strike. 0-1 count to Haynes. With Tyrus Barkley on deck waiting for Haynes to do something.
Haynes had a problem his first time up.
The 0-1 pitch. Howie on the move. And it's popped up. It's going to shallow right field. The right fielder is going to get under it. He'll make the play to end the inning. So at the end of 4, the Monarchs still lead 2-0 over the Green Giants. We'll come back with more right after these words.
2 hits, 2 men left on base.
It's the feeling you get when it all rushes back. The lights, the sounds, the thrill. This memory has been earned and preserved for a lifetime. Every ring has its story. What will yours say?
We are back here at Tecumseh at Lacoste Park. Bill Kelso with John Upham. Getting set ready to start the top half of the 5th inning. Justin Sparks, the catcher, will lead off for the Monarchs as they have a 2-0 lead. Keep in mind, these 2 games are played 7 innings, not 9. So time becomes a factor.
There it is again, and
Another base
where
hit.
it is double.
Sparks with a base hit. That's the 7th hit of the night for the Monarchs. Green Giants have had 4.
Well, we almost had a little disaster there. The right fielder missed a cutoff man. The pitcher wasn't really backing the throw up that well. If it gets by, we're in trouble.
Number 20 just got hit.
From Xavier University.
So he gets hit.
Number 5, Brian Fournier.
They'll bring up Fournier. Fournier with runners at first and second, and nobody away with the hit batsman. Do not hope to have words with Brown. And the Monarchs with a bit of a rally to start off this 5th inning. This is an important inning. Especially in a shortened game.
That's right. Get runs in every inning if you can.
Normally it would be at the halfway mark of a game. But, well, there's a nice bunt. Brown off the mound, looking to third, goes to first. Runners advance the sacrifice. Runners are now at second and third with 1 away on the bunt attempt by Fournier. Michael Deeb stepping up. He's the left-handed batter with 1 away with runners at second and third.
That ball was bunted hard back to the pitcher. I thought the third baseman should have been at third base.
Brown
But
certainly
that's just
looked
me.
there. Here's the DH Deeb. And the pitch. Fouled off the catcher. 1 strike to Deeb. Chase Aldridge is on deck for the Monarchs with 1 away here in the top of the 5th. Runners at second, third. They are threatening with a 2-0 lead to add to the total. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. 0-2, the count to Deeb.
Now we got to be smart with this pitch.
No.
Well, the corners are in. Well, they're all in, as a matter of fact. Yep, except the shortstop.
He's not really deep. Here's the pitch, the 0-2, fouled off. Count remains 0-2.
Shortstop's not in on the grass.
No.
Second baseman is almost.
Oh, and 2 the count on Deeb.
Well, there's no double play in order. I don't know why that shortstop isn't in a little more.
Time is called. Brown kicks and deals. Got him.
Big pitch. There's a big strikeout. There is a big strikeout right there.
We're going to bring up Chase Aldridge. There's the right fielder.
This guy runs well.
Mm-hmm. Started the game with a 311 average. Now he's up to 319. Curveball is low, 1-0 to Aldridge. Has the best on-base percentage in the club at .533.
Whoosh.
So he's a dangerous guy.
Yeah, he made a great...
That's a great leadoff hitter.
Oh, yeah. That's on base, laid a great bunt down.
That pitch in for a strike, 1-1, the count at Aldridge. Runners at second and third with 2 away here in the 5th.
He's not the leadoff hitter, though, is he?
I think he is.
No?
I thought he was the leadoff hitter. And the pitch. Good pitch. 1-2, the count to Aldridge.
First 2 leadoff hitters in the game hit doubles to start the game. Took 2 pretty good pitches right there, though.
Mm-hmm. Brown trying to work himself out of a bit of a jam. Here's the 1-2. Got him. Great pitch by Brown. Nice comeback by Brown. Strikeouts the last 2 batters. And the score as we go to the bottom of the 5th remains 2-0 for Lake Erie. John?
When you need them, you get them. That's what it's all about.
Nice comeback.
And he struck him out on good pitches.
Mm-hmm. On a difficult batter.
Yeah,
because he's a contact hitter. That's the whole idea.
Game 1 of 2 this evening here at Lacrosse Park. The second game is tentatively scheduled for 7:39 p.m. Of course, it depends on the timing of this game. But it's 1 of 2 tonight, and
we should talk about, John, following this game, we do have the second game of a doubleheader. Monarchs here against the Green Giants. Scheduled to start at 7:39, but it may be earlier depending on the completion of this one, which so far might be sooner. I said so far.
Well, I remember the game.
Don't go there. I know what you're going to say.
What am I going to say?
You're going to say, well, Bill, you said about that the last time the game was a little more, an hour and 20 old. We went to the 8th inning 2 hours later. And of course, you're inferring that I jinxed it.
No, that's not my inference.
That's not your inference?
No, it's not my inference at all. My inference is the fact that your judgment of exactly how long these games are going to go is a little less than good.
That, folks, is an alternative fact there for Mr. John Alpan.
So it's sometimes your information is a little bogus. But that can happen.
Yes.
Bill, nobody's perfect.
It's not exactly, as you well know, time in a game is not an exact science.
Exactly.
No matter how perfect I try and be.
Well, but you work very hard at it. Very, very hard.
I work very hard at my imperfections. Just having fun here in the booth, folks. You can tell the year is near the end. But I knew you were going to say something as soon as I mentioned the fact that this game has been fairly rapid.
Well, if you remember that game, it was 8:25 and going into the top of the 8th inning.
Yes, only an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, and both of us actually made mention of how quickly the game was going. And then 2 hours later, the game finally ended.
In a 10-9 score in 11 innings.
That's right.
Oh, I know. We're going to bring up Barkley, who's 0 for 1 tonight, the DH, hitting .246 in the season to start things off here in the bottom of the 5th. Green Giants trying to get back into this one. They trail 2-0 if you've just joined us. Bill Kelso along with John Upham. Rest of the gang here in We-TV. Here's the first pitch.
Right down Broadway.
Yep, 0-1 the count to Barkley.
But you see, if he's looking for a pitch, if that wasn't what he was looking for, why go after it?
Barkley, the 9-hitter tonight. Takes the ball up high, 1-1. Jalen Thomas, the leadoff hitter, is on deck. And he'll be followed by Tanui, the first 3 batters here in the Green Giants 5th. Curveball is swung on and hit to right field. Easy grab for the right fielder. One away here in the 5th.
From Madonna University, number 15,
It was Aldridge with the play. We're going to bring up Thomas.
He's our leadoff hitter, Bill. We've not seen him there many times.
No, in fact, it's the first time I've seen him there this year.
Yeah,
Thomas.
Looks like he's shook the lineup a bit, didn't he?
Yes, he did, since we last were here. 0 for 1. He walked his first time up. Actually, his last time up. Pitch is low, 1-0 to Thomas.
As Buck Martinez would have said, they've juggled their lineup.
They certainly have. It's using the blender.
You got it.
Curved ball in for a strike. Swing and a miss, 1-1. 1-1 the count to Thomas. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Well, he's had 2 great rips.
Nothing but air so far.
But he hasn't been cheated, Bill. He's had 2 good swipes.
Oh, yeah. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Curve ball, got him. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Thomas strikes out.
There it is. Curveball in the dirt. Don't chase it. I've said it many a time.
So 2 away here in the 5th. We'll bring up Tanui, who has a single and a walk to his credit so far tonight.
Well, both starting pitchers, Bill, are pitching quite well.
Tanui from Aiea, Hawaii.
Ooh.
Nicholas Enrico is the other Hawaiian who is from Honolulu, Hawaii.
Ooh.
Every time I think of those 2 guys, I feel like I'm watching Hawaii 5-0 or something.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Tanui's been a nice addition this season. Hitting over 300. There's a pitch inside.
Speaking of Hawaii 5-0, 2 of their great cast members didn't
renew.
Didn't re-sign their contract, which surprised me.
There's a swing and hit to left field, but shallow, just standing there and making the grab, the left fielder. And that ends the 5th inning, 3 up and 3 down, and the score remains again the same. It's 2-0 for the Monarchs as we come to the 6th inning. We'll be back with more baseball right after this.
This is how I feel. This is how I look. Inside and out. It's not me. I know I'm better. I gotta listen to my body. I need to act. I want to live again. I gotta change my attitude. I have to change.
Back to start the top half of the 6th inning. 2-0 is our score. Elliot Curtisley, first baseman, to lead things off for the Monarchs. Takes the ball. It's 1-0 to Curtis. Here's the 1-0 pitch, outside 2-0. Curtis was started the night batting .211. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a double.
He almost got thrown out at second base.
Oh, wow, that's right. There's the pitch in for a strike. 2-1. The
Good
count
pitch.
on Curtis.
Nice pitch.
And the 2-1 pitch. Curveball is foul down the right field line, just past the base coach.
Well, he got a little out in front of that one.
Yes, he did. He got something on it. Nevertheless, the count now 2-2. 2-2 to count to Curtis. Benjamin Dickey waiting on deck for the Monarchs. Brown looks in, kicks and deals. Fastball is outside, 3-2. So the count's been worked to 3-2 to Curtis. And here in the top half of the 6th inning. Brown kicks and deals, and it's popped up. In the outfield, Jalen Thomas has a beat on it, and he'll put the play away.
How about that? A 3-2 off-speed curveball. Very nice.
One away here in the 6th on the fly out to Thomas, and that'll bring up Benjamin Dickey.
That's great confidence.
Here's the pitch. Lays it down. It goes right to Brown. Runner runs fast, but he gets him out at first. 1-3, and there's 2 away here in the 6th inning.
Well, I'm going to tell you, anywhere but right at the pitcher, he might have had a base hit.
He's got good speed.
He ran very well.
Let's bring up outfielder David Cran, the center fielder.
Anywhere close to the third base line, anywhere down the third base side, he beats that up.
2 away here in the 6th. The Monarchs lead 2-0. And here's the first pitch to Cran. Curveball swing and a miss. Brown really pulled the string on that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Cran is hitting .159 on the season. The 0-1 up high, 1-1. 1-1 to Cran. There's a strike. 1-2. Devine waits on deck. Should Cran get on for the Monarchs?
Well, Hunter's doing a good job.
And the 1-2 pitch. Curveball got him. That retires the inning. 3 up and 3 down. And the score as we go into the bottom of the 6th. Green Giants still trail 2-0, John.
Yep. John. Great pitching duel right here.
Well, 2 runs, 7 hits, and an error recorded by the Monarchs, the Green Giants. No runs, 4 hits, and they've had 1 error as well. Hardwick remains in the game for the Monarchs, so we get set to start the bottom half of the 6th inning. Just reminding, and I know we talked about this before, this is a 7-inning game, the first of 2. There's makeup games here tonight, so it's a doubleheader. Both games 7 innings in duration. This is now the bottom of the 6th inning, and the Green Giants
nice to get 3 right here, and have Brown finish them off. What do you think?
I like your line of thinking. I'm sure the Green Giants would agree heartily.
But they got to do it.
Yeah, yes, it's
easier
said than done.
Yeah, you think about it, but doing it's a whole different ball of wax.
And Hardwick has pitched well tonight.
Yes, he has.
So he's been tough to really get to. In fact, other than the first inning, for the most part, that's when the Green Giants really threatened. Maybe one other time. But other than that, they haven't really threatened much time.
No.
McKenna will lead things off.
Well, you know, they've had 2 runners thrown out.
That doesn't help.
1 thrown out at third and 1 thrown out at second.
McKenna, Gonzalez, and Deneau are the 3 batters scheduled to bat here in the 6th inning. McKenna is 1 for 2 tonight with a bunt single, averaging .324 on the season.
He's a good ball player.
First pitch is a curveball in for a strike. 0-1 the count to McKenna.
Yeah.
And the 0-1, fastball, line shot, base hit, solid single by McKenna.
Quick bat, Bill.
Yep, 2 for 3 on the night for McKenna.
Community College, number 20, Jesse
We'll bring up Jesse
Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, who doubled his last time up. Gonna hit to right field near the fence, lower portion of the fence, but he hit a good poke anyways.
Yes, it was. Well, I see we have, no, I thought we had somebody up in the bullpen, but I'm mistaken.
They're just stretching anything more.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Bottom of the 6th.
Called a uniform adjustment, Bill.
Throw to first base. Hartwig, as mentioned earlier, has a good move.
That's quick.
There go. No, look out. Oh, boy, they had him, too. They would have had him. Had he thrown to first base, they had him.
Yep. What do you do? Step off?
McKenna just, he
tried to get a good jump.
yeah, Hardwick had him. Here's the pitch, up high, 1-0.
You know, the thing you don't want to do, Bill, is you don't want to run yourself out of an inning. You know, we got to let's get a run here. Get one.
Chip away.
That's right. You know what? You can't win until you tie it. So let's look for a tie right away.
Good pitch.
Good pitch.
1-1 the count to Gonzalez. And the 1-1 pitch. Low, 2-1. It was close.
Yep. But it was outside.
2-1 to Gonzalez. Nobody away here in the 6th. Second batter of the inning. Pitch is up high, 3-1. And the catcher's going to have some words. That's Sparks with his pitcher.
Well, it's a good time for him to go out there and just settle him down a little bit.
Bullpen has started stirring for the Monarchs.
Yes, it is.
I like that word, stirring.
I like that word. Like a drink.
So the bullpen up here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. 3-1 count to Gonzalez. And the pitch. In for a strike, 3-2. That hung up there pretty high.
Well, it was a strike.
So 3-2 the count to Gonzalez. And the pitch. Curveball, swing and a miss. He got him. Off-speed pitch gets Gonzalez. One away in the 6th. They'll bring up Matt Deneau.
We've seen both pitchers get strikeouts when they need it.
Deneau, who has been clutched the last half of the season, has a chance to do some of that similar work here with a runner on first base and nobody away.
You got it.
He's 0 for 2 tonight. And the pitch to Deneau is in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Deneau. Good pitch.
Another thing to note is this pitcher's quick to the plate.
Makes it tough to steal.
Oh, yes. Well, normally you steal on the pitcher, unless the catcher's just got a lame arm.
Here's the 0-1. Curveball. Nice block. Runner goes. And he is going to be safe at second base, covering up as the shortstop on the overthrow.
There's a perfect illustration, what I've talked about many times, when that ball's down in the dirt, get started towards second. That guy could not make that play and throw him out.
Nope.
That's why I think that's smart base running.
By McKenna.
Yes, absolutely. McKenna's a smart ball
So
player.
now a runner on second base with 1 away. Chopper hit towards third slowly. Throw to first and he gets him. The runner McKenna advances to third on the play. So runner on third with 2 away.
The center fielder
You'll bring up Nicholas Howie.
Number 23, Nick Howie.
Howie was safe on an air to the shortstop and has a single tonight with a runner on third and 2 away. Bottom of the 6th. Boy, the Green Giants would like to bring McKenna in.
Yeah, we got to get this run in here.
And the pitch, curveball, swing and a miss. Hardwick is not pitching from the stretch, I don't think. Or is he?
Well, he doesn't have to with a man on third.
No.
It's whatever your strongest suit is.
Actually, he is a bit of a stretch now. Didn't the first pitch. Here's the pitch. Fastball is fouled back by Howie. 0-2 the count to Howie. 2-strike count to Howie with 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th. The Green Giants trail by 2. And the 0-2 is low and outside, 1-2.
I would like to have seen that catcher move over and try to block that instead of just catch it. And if that ball gets by him, we get a run.
So 1-2 the count to Nick Howie. This is a big at bat. Time is called.
Well, you've gone through your the meat of the order right here.
And the 1-2 to Howie, low, 2-2. 2-2 the count on Howie. Ayerza is on deck for the Green Giants. And the pitch, swing and a miss, he got him. Big strikeout. Both pitchers have 2 strikeouts in their respective innings. And so the score at the end of 6, the Monarchs maintain their 2-0 lead. We'll be back with the 7th inning right after these words.
Manpower. That's our specialty. We use it to build infrastructure, like the billion-dollar parkway. That's real manpower in action. End to end, over 1,000 strong, forming bridges, carving out tunnels, shaping roadways. Our manpower is in demand. Well-trained, highly skilled, tough as nails. We've got what it takes to build your career. A solid career for building a better future. LiUNA. Feel the power.
We are back here at Lacoste Park in Tecumseh, Ontario. Bill Kelso, John Upham, and the Green Giants trail 2-0 as we start the top half of the 7th inning.
Well, let's hold them here, Bill. Don't give them any more
Last
runs.
scheduled inning of the first of 2 games here tonight. The 2 7-inning games. Jude Devine is the leadoff hitter for the Monarchs here in the 7th. Curveball in for a strike. Good pitch by Hunter Brown, who had 2 strikeouts his last inning. In fact, both pitchers with 2 strikeouts, they get themselves out of mini jams.
You got it.
Here's the 0-1, another curveball outside and low. 1-1. 1-1, the count on Devine. Devine, 2 hits tonight, a single and a double.
Yep.
He's had a good night at the plate. Takes a curveball in for a strike.
Good pitch.
1-2, the count on Devine.
Yeah, he led off the first inning with a double. Then the hitter behind him had a double. They scored 2 runs in the inning, and that's the way it sits.
Pitch got him. Devine strikes out. Well, with 3 strikeouts his last 4 batters. We'll bring up Justin Sparks, the catcher.
University, catcher number 7, Justin Sparks.
1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. 2-0 is our score. Monarchs 2 runs, 7 hits, and 1 errors. Or 1 error, I should say. The Green Giants 0 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Fastball is swung back and stays right on the screen.
Yep.
That ball is lodged into the screen.
Yes, well, that's how hard it went. It went back there. He was right on that pitch, too. That was a good swing.
Curveball. You see, it's the, I can dissect that for you there, John. The rotation of the spin of the ball allowed that to remain on the screen.
You figure that was it, eh? It was the spin?
I said the rotation.
Yeah, could have been. I'm not up on my physics, Bill.
You're
So
still on lookout.
I'll leave that up to you as being as knowledgeable as you are in science.
That was one of my better subjects, quite
I'm sure it was.
No, actually it wasn't. I didn't like science.
The science of announcing.
Oh, that's, we can go with that. The actual subject.
There you go.
Ugh. No, thanks. 2-1 the count. Curveball is swung on, and it's going to drop. Nick Howie. Single for Sparks. Texas League single.
University left fielder number 20, Nate Grimes.
So a runner on first with 1 away. Here in the 7th inning, that's Sparks. Nate Greisel. There's a pitch in for a strike. Good pitch by Brown.
Yeah, he keeps coming after him. That's
Nate
what I like.
Grice, the left fielder, he 1 for 2 tonight, also hit by a pitch, hitting 402 on the season.
Look at a double play here, Bill.
Has a lot of pop, though. He's got 5 home runs. There's a pitch, and that's well hit into left center field. It is off the base of the fence. All the way back to the wall. The shortstop, McKenna, grabs it at second and third. A stand-up double for Grice. Told you he had power.
Bill, I will not debate your judgment, son. I will not do that. And once again, you were right on. It was well hit.
Look at
Good
that.
swing.
Oh, yeah. He got a lot on that one. Second and third with nobody away here in the top half of the 7th inning. Well hit.
Yeah.
Left center field. Around 350 out there.
Well,
it was 360 at the fence, but it was around 350 or so.
Well,
or more.
I would have suspected it might be more.
Well, probably 355, 358, but it was right at the base of the fence.
Well, there's a sign out there. I can't read it.
It's 360.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, 360 in left center. Ball 1 the count.
It's 367 in Wrigley Field.
Wow.
With the wind blowing out.
Curveball is swung on and hit deep into center field. Nick Howie's not going to get there. Both runners will score. It's off the fence. And it's going to be a stand-up double. And the 2 RBIs will score. Ryan Fournier with a stand-up double to bring in 2, and it's now 4-0.
Well, we didn't want to see that, did we, Bill?
No. That ball was well hit, too, and it's a one-hopper to the fence. Dano is going to the mound. That's going to buy time because the Green Giants bullpen is up and throwing.
So, when he gets back to the plate, do you think the manager will be back walking out slowly?
He might want to go slowly and have a little confab because they just got up in the pen.
That's why we want him to walk out slow, chat with him for a while, then walk back a little slower and give the guy in the bullpen some time.
Michael Deeb, the batter. 1 for 3 tonight, 290 on the season.
They've got a good hitting team.
Yes, they do. There's a pitch in for a strike. 1-1 the count on Deeb, and with the lead now enlarged to 4-0 here in the 7th. Green Giants have a mountain to climb. There's the 1-1. Pitch is belted into left field for a hit. Runner will score. He'll hold up at first as Deeb, and an RBI single for Deeb makes it 5-0. And that might be all for Hunter Brown as Dave Cooper walking ever so slowly to the mound.
See that?
That's a deliberate walk right there.
Well, that gentleman just got up down there. I would think I'd have sent my catcher out one more time, let him come back in, then go out. Give him a little more. Give him a few more pitches.
5 runs now across the board. 9 hits for the Monarchs, and coming in is the left-hander for the Green Giants with nobody away here in the 7th inning.
You know, guys, instead of talking about it, warm up.
Steven Rosa is the pitcher, left-hander. Nobody away, rather one away here in the 7th inning, and it's 5-0 for the Monarchs. They've opened this game up.
Your attention, please, now pitching for the Giants. From Palomar College, number 4,
Steven Rosa, the left-hander, in for the Green Giants here in the 7th inning. They'll try and stop the bleeding here in the 7th. 3 runs already across the board with only 1 away.
And a half an inning to win, come back to win it.
Mm-hmm. Bullpen had just started throwing here to start the 7th inning, so they haven't had a lot of time to throw out there.
No.
Situation like this, how many pitches does he get there, John? As many as he needs?
8.
8, okay.
He wasn't taken out because of injury, so he only gets 8 warm-up pitches.
All right.
If he had been taken out because of injury,
Then it's unlimited.
it would have been as many pitches as it takes to get him loose.
Mm-hmm. I think he's got 1 more. As the rest of the Green Giants take their positions. And they'll bring up Chase Aldridge. With 1 away here with a runner on first. That's Deeb. And now the Monarchs have opened up a 5-0 lead here in Tecumseh at Lacoste Park.
Well, we got a left-hand hitter, left-hand pitcher. Let's see how this works out. Don't forget, this kid at the plate runs well.
Green Giants trying to cauterize the bleeding here in the 7th.
Ooh. I will discuss a word that you used earlier when you, and we'll talk about it later. Cauterized. My goodness.
0-1 the count to Aldridge. There's the 0-1. It's low. It's 1-1. 1-1 count to Aldridge.
Well, you got left-hander against left-hander. Let's go to work on him now.
Well,
got a double play here, possibilities. Although he runs well, the hitter.
Yeah, it'll be tough to get him on 2.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pitch in for a strike. 1-2.
Oh, he didn't like that call.
No, he was not amused. 1-2 the count to Aldridge. With Elliot Curtis on deck, another left-handed batter. And the 1-2 pitch. Got him. Aldridge strikes out. And it'll bring up Curtis.
That's his 2nd strikeout in a row.
Elliot Curtis with 2 away here in the 7th. Damage has been done, however, with a 2-0 lead to start the inning. The Monarchs have grabbed 3 more. Now lead 5-0. Rosa with a runner on first and 2 away for Dickey. Curtis, the first baseman. Curtis 1 for 3 tonight, batting .215 on the season. And the 1-0. Good pitch, 1-1. 1-1 the count.
Nice pitch. Very nice.
On Curtis.
He throws pretty hard for a little guy.
Yeah, for a guy who well under 6 foot is, he throws well.
Yes, he does.
And the pitch fouled off. Just got a piece.
But I know why he's in short relief. He's only 5 foot what?
7.
Possibly. So he's a short reliever. As they say, short man.
And the 1-2 is swung on and hit deep into right field. This is way back. Will Hayes get it? No, it's gone. A home run, a 2-run blast for Curtis. And it's now 7-5. Wow.
I think that was an off-speed pitch up, but I'm not sure.
And he clubbed it
Yes, he
into
did.
right field. Elliot Curtis with his second home run of the season. I believe it's his second. Look at this on the replay. You get under that one.
University second baseman number 10.
Is his second of the season. I'll bring up Benjamin Dickey with 2 out. 5 runs have been scored here in the 7th inning. Feels like the 9th. And it is now 7-0 for the Monarchs. And the pitch from Rosa is low.
So it was a 5-run outburst here.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Outburst.
Uprising.
Yeah. As Bill said, they enlarged the lead. I thought they increased it. It doesn't matter. Whatever it worked out.
Whatever it is, it's 7-0.
It's 5 runs this inning.
Oh, yeah. It's
however you want to term it, right, Bill?
Oh, yeah. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 2-2 to Dickey. 7 runs, 11 hits, and an error for the Monarchs. No runs, 5 hits, and 1 error for the Green Giants. The damage has been primarily here in the 7th inning.
Absolutely.
Here's the 2-2.
The inning we were hoping they would shut them down and let us score 3.
Did not occur.
Yeah. Well, they're a good hitting team. They've got the. They showed it again tonight. They got the base hits when they needed them.
The 3-2 pitch is swung on and popped up. Iser will make the play, and that is the end of the top of the 7th. 5 runs in the inning. 5 runs and 5 hits. 4 hits, actually, but nevertheless, the score, John, 7-0 as we come to the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Green Giants to have any hope.
Well, the way this young man's been pitching, and if they've got any sort of a bullpen, it'll be very difficult.
Well, let's see if Hartwig starts the inning. I'm assuming that he is.
Don't forget, that was a long inning.
That's true. We've talked about that on numerous occasions, and we're probably checking with him now. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. It's a right-hander for the 7th inning.
Well, better to bring him in to start an inning. We've talked about that before.
Sam Benschotter.
Give him a new look. Here's a new look. That's what it does.
Another right-hander will come in. Benschotter with a 2.70 ERA. 18 strikeouts and 13 in the 3rd innings.
It's a big kid.
He is big. 6'2", 195 out of Michigan State University. Hey, and he's from Tecumseh, Michigan.
Whoa.
Pitching here in Tecumseh, Ontario.
Very, very nice.
You feel like he's at home.
Yeah,
a little humor
he's
there,
a
shall we
homer.
say. Yes. Subtle attempt at humor falls on deaf ears, moving right along.
Yes.
As we get set to start the bottom half of the 7th inning, and the Green Giants trail by 7. Max Ayerza. Ayerza, Haynes, and Barkley are the scheduled hitters here for the Green Giants in the bottom half of the 7th inning. It's the last inning unless the Giants strike for 7 to keep this game going. We have another game right after this one. That'll be coming up momentarily after the expiration of this one.
Yes.
Pitching for a strike, a fastball, 1-1 the count.
Well, In this situation, I would think that he
Is that a nice truck,
just
ice
wants
cream
to
truck behind us, John? Or what?
Yeah, he just wants to throw strikes. What's that?
Being distracted by an ice cream truck, I think.
The Calliope Ice Cream Company.
Yeah. I haven't seen one of those in 40 years. That must be me.
Might be. You're sweet.
0-2 count to Ayerza. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit to the left field, pretty deep, way back at the fence, and it is foul. Twisted foul. Good poke, too.
Yeah, he hit that ball well.
It just, unfortunately, careened foul.
And the other thing is, it was kind of a too nice a pitch for 0-2.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Look at that there. We were talking about the ice cream truck. Great shot there by the camera crew. Good work, boys. But you didn't get the ice cream for Bill and John here.
But the guy that took the picture of it's his dad's truck.
It's 0-2, the count to Ayerza. And the pitch. Low one outside, 1-2. Did he say he went?
No,
I don't think he, no, I didn't
not
think he
even
did either.
close.
Wasn't even close. Catcher saying nice try.
Close but no cigar.
1-2, the count to Ayerza. And the pitch, up high and in tight. 2-2. 2-2 the count.
Well, 0-2, 2-2. Let's see what comes up here.
Benschotter delivers curveball. He got him off speed. One strikeout in the inning for Benschotter. There's one away, and he'll bring up.
Perfect location for the curveball. Perfect. You couldn't make a better pitch in that situation.
We'll bring up Cole Haynes. 0 for 2 in the night. Haynes is 6'7", 200 pounds. Playing right field tonight.
This is the first time I've seen him.
It is the first time we've seen him here. He just joined the club last week. Sophomore out of Gateway College in Ohio. 1-0 count to Haynes. And the pitch. Fastball is swung on and hit into center field. Cron makes the play. 2 away here in the 7th inning. And the Green Giants are down to their last out. We'll bring up the DH, Tyrus Barkley. He's the Green Giants' last hope here in the 7th inning. With the Giants trailing by 7. Benschotter's first pitch in for a strike. 0-1 the count to Barkley. And the 0-1 pitch. Curveball is outside. 1-1. 1-1 count to Barkley. Crowd a little quiet here at the ballpark.
Yes, it is.
Subdued would be the word I would use. There's a strike, 1-2.
Nice pitch.
1-2 the count on Barkley. Benschotter has 1 strikeout already on the inning. His first of 2 outs. And here's the 1-2. It's in the dirt. 2-2. 2-2, 2 away. Bottom of the 7th, 7-0 lead for the Monarchs. And the Green Giants clinging to the last out.
This is it here. Let's prolong this inning would be all right.
And the 2-2 pitch. Got him swinging. Strike 3. That's the ball game. Game 1 is over. 7-0 win for the Monarchs here in game number 1. A 7-0 score. So that's the score of this one. John, final words.
Well, it was a great game. The 2 starters pitched extremely well. And the Monarchs caught fire in that bottom inning, got some timely hitting, got a home run. And what else can I say? They just out-hit the Green Giants and scored a lot in that top half of the 7th. So instead of 2-0 going into the bottom of the 7th, we find ourselves 7 runs down.
So the Monarchs win it 7-0. John will be back in about a half an hour. That's the next starting time of the game 2. So we'll see you folks momentarily for game 2.